Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. Thank you so much for being a viewer. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. Thank you so much for putting up with my comedy. Today, I'm trying to make you smile if I can in this rather bizarre, in this absolutely crazy world that we live in. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda. Here's some information about me if you don't know anything about me. All I ask, if you learn something new from this video, is please click the like button, please subscribe, and please enable notifications so you get instant updates from us going forward. Let's just jump right in. There is overwhelming consensus amongst the population, overwhelming consensus among both Democratic voters and Republican voters that more stimulus is indeed required. In fact, the consensus is so overwhelming that I'm actually frankly astonished why it's not raining money for us right now. It should be absolutely raining money. I guess it's not going to be raining money. Again, that was my attempt at humor. There should have been a second stimulus check by now. There should have been an extension of unemployment benefits by now. And I do believe that we will see some relief, but I believe it's going to have to wait until after the election. You've been seeing the coverage on my channel. Here's some new information that's coming in from YouGov, which is, and we'll provide you with a link to the article in the description section below. You see this chart on your screen, which shows you that 4 in 5 registered voters say Congress should pass another stimulus package. And you can see that amongst registered voters, 79% say yes, should there be another stimulus package. Amongst Democrats, 86% say yes. Amongst independents, 78% say yes. And amongst Republicans, 72% say yes. There's an overwhelming amount of support for more stimulus. Let's take a look at this next chart on your screen. Voters who want the Senate to vote on a stimulus package before the Supreme Court nomination. Okay, they want the Senate to vote on a stimulus package before the Supreme Court nomination. And according to YouGov, 66% of registered voters want that to happen. 87% of Democrats, and we're talking 41% of Republicans want that to happen, and 62% of independents want this to happen. So you can clearly see that depending on your inclination, depending on your political inclination, you consider the stimulus as possibly a priority in case you're a Democrat or an independent, according to this study. And if you're a Republican, you consider the Supreme Court nomination to be a higher priority. Extremely interesting. Here's another chart on your screen that shows you who voters are likely to blame if there is no stimulus deal, if there's failure to agree on a stimulus bill, which, by the way, is what's happening right now. Voters are more likely to blame House Speaker Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell than the president for failure to agree on a stimulus bill. So amongst registered voters, the blame falls primarily on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Amongst Democrats, the blame is primarily, if you look at Democrats, the blame is primarily on Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. If you're an independent, it seems to be more towards House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and less towards Mitch McConnell. And if you're a Republican, the blame is almost entirely on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. So across the entire spectrum, you can see that the blame for lack of a stimulus is not falling on the president. It's actually falling more on House Speaker Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, depending on which side of the spectrum that you are on. So here's some of the data that really jumps out at me. 4 in 5, that is 79% of registered voters say Congress should strike a deal to help those who've been hurt by the pandemic. This is the same sentiment that's been shared by 86% of Democrats, 3/4, that's 78% of independents, and about 7 in 10 Republicans. Just an overwhelming consensus that there needs to be more stimulus support. About 2/3, which is 66% of registered voters, want the Senate to prioritize a stimulus relief package over another, pretty important, pretty significant, high-profile priority, which is voting on the nomination of President Trump's Supreme Court pick, which is Judge Amy Coney Barrett. Nearly 9 in 10 Democrats, that's 87%, prefer a stimulus deal, and 3 in 5 independents, that's 62%, prefer a stimulus deal, and 2 in 5 Republicans, that's 41%, prefer a stimulus deal. Now, a similar number of President Trump supporters, 38%, want economic support prioritized over Judge Barrett's confirmation, but a majority, that is 53%, would like to actually see her seated first. So, the failure to strike a stimulus deal is definitely creating a lot of stress, a lot of friction. I mean, we need quick cash now. We have bills to pay. We need to put food on the table. We need to be able to keep the lights on. We need to be able to pay rent. And again, for me, I want there to be stimulus. Like I said, it should be raining money right now. So you see that? It should be raining money, but It's not. And, I do think that what's going on in DC is just unbelievable. There is, and as you can see, based on the data in this video, there is widespread consensus that there needs to be more stimulus. And like I mentioned, in terms of blame, there seems to be a lot of blame. Let's put up the chart. As far as blame is concerned, there seems to be a significant amount of blame on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, depending on which side of the aisle that you're on. If you're a Republican, 4 out of 5 Republicans blame House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. And if you're a Democrat, about 56% of Democrats blame Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you agree with some of this data, depending on your own inclination, depending on friends and family that you have talked to? We are at a very crucial juncture in our country as far as more stimulus is concerned, as far as the election is concerned. And all I ask from everyone is, let's just be calm, let's be rational, let's be respectful, and let's exercise our right to vote. For me, it's not about the red or the blue, it's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm American. Everyone is welcome here on our channel. I want us to treat each other with a lot of respect. Thanks everybody. My name is Dr. Chhoda with Ignition Time. If you learned something new from this video, please consider clicking like, please subscribe, please enable notification. That would be your vote of confidence in me and all the effort that goes into this channel. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time. You can get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000. That's 70000. You'll get added to SMS alerts list. If you want, you can get added to our email list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts. You can opt out of our SMS list or our email list at any point in time that you want. Sometimes YouTube does not send out notifications on time. So all I ask you to do is bookmark youtube.com/ignition time. That's youtube.com/ignition time. And this way you can visit the homepage of our channel and you can then check out our videos at any point in time that you want. You're not dependent on YouTube notifications. Follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. You'll get exclusive content on Instagram. And you can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. You'll get breaking news and alerts from us on Twitter. If you learned something new from this video, please consider clicking the like button. Please subscribe. Please enable notifications. Please ignite that notification button. I would really appreciate that. Also, please share this video with friends and family. That again would be your vote of confidence in me and the entire team behind the channel at Ignition Time. And also please comment below, become a part of our growing community. You'll find the link in the description section below to all the resources that we mentioned for every single video. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.